Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my March wrap up for you. Alright, so if you guys haven't seen the movie announcement video, I will leave that linked up in the corner. You guys can go watch it, but I just wanted to adjust some things on there. So the moving vlog won't be ready until about August, so that'll be a while still coming, and this is going to be my new filming setup for now. It should be interesting, but yeah, let's go ahead and dive into what I read in March. Okay, so if y'all remember, my TBR for March was murder and mayhem kind of themed, and it really didn't go quite as I had planned to. First book that I attempted to read in March was All the Stars and Teeth. I DNF'd this one about 20 pages in. I could not get into this book for the life of me, even though I really wanted to read it. So this one will definitely have to be a retry sometime later when I'm feeling more like reading fantasy books. Also, I did talk about my fantasy reading slump in a video. I think it was the one that I placed, or the one that I did before this, and I will leave that linked up above as well. Okay, so the next book that I attempted to read in March was Beyond the Black Door. So I got about, I want to say I got about 30 pages into this before I realized I was really headed for a fantasy reading slump. So I ended up skim reading through this entire book. I really liked the ace representation, and I liked the way that they talked about relationships and that kind of stuff in this, but I just could not bring myself to give this one a rating because I felt like I didn't give it as much of a chance as I should have. This one will probably, again, have to be a try it again some other time read. So the next book that I finished in March was Clover Kisses, which was so cute. This one did have a lot of darker topics in it, which I wasn't really expecting going into one of these little short books. So this one does have a trigger warning for rape and sex assault, non-consensual drug use, victim blaming and victim shaming, and like a lot of fallout from what happened. But this book was so good, and I wish it was longer so we could have had a little bit more of the court case that went on, and I wish that this one had a little bit more like meat on its bones so I could dig into the story a little bit more, but this was so good. So please check the warnings before you dive into this book. This one got a solid 4 out of 5 stars. So the next book that I finished was actually Bunny Kisses, which is a short story set within the Mountain Springs Omegas series, and it's not actually listed on Goodreads, which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to count it. This one was a really cute story about a single dad meeting the love of his life at a pet store, and it was just so cute, and I loved it to pieces. It was just so good. That one, I'm giving that one about a 4 out of 5 stars as well because it was just so cute, and I wish it was longer. I wish all of these books in this particular series were longer, but you know, they work as short stories. So the next book that I finished this month was Vengeful. Oh, this one took me like 2.5 weeks to finish because I lost motivation somewhere around the middle of the month with all the moving stuff and not feeling great. And this book was like one of the best, like most delicious reads that I've read in a while. It was just so dark, and Victor deserves all of the hugs. And like, I felt bad for Eli at one point in this. Eli is a character that I absolutely loathe with a passion, and I actually felt bad for him, and like I felt like he needed a hug too. But man, this book just packed so much into it, and this one is definitely darker than vicious. This one is verging on straight up villain territory for Victor and Eli, and I ate this up like it was popcorn. Like I could not get enough. It was just so good. I didn't really go into this expecting to get my heart broken as much as it did. B.E. Schwab knows how to make you care for a character, even when they're the most loathsome characters. Oh, this one got a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and it was just amazing and lovely, and I just want to give Victor a hug because that man has been through so much and he needs a hug. Like, seriously. Okay, so the book that I'm currently reading as of filming this video a few days before it goes up is American Traditional. This one was not on my TBR list at all, but I needed something to cleanse my palate, I guess, of all the other books that I've read this month. I'm really loving it so far. I'm only in about 10 pages, and I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the month. And then the last thing that I had planned for this month was my comics, which I've still not gotten to as of the filming of this video, but I will probably get to that by the end of the month. It's just been a lot this month. But yeah, these won't take very long. And then the last book I had planned for March was Horrid. This one I think I'm going to go ahead and save for probably October when it's a little bit more spooky season, that's where I'm at with that one. All right, so those are all of the things I read and did not read in March. My favorite book this month so far has definitely got to be Vengeful. It was just a masterpiece. It was so dark and lovely, and I want more. I can't wait till book 3 comes out. And anybody know when book 3 is coming out? If you do, please let me know. What was your guys' favorite book this month? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already and would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.